What do you think would happen if all of the immigrants left tomorrow? If everybody that wasn't native English left tomorrow, including black people, including Chinese, including every race and color, just left England tomorrow, what would happen to the country?
Hi guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome to Modi Speaks. So there seems to be a pandemic of black people from different countries coming up on the internet and asking the internet a question they should have asked themselves in private, or they should have asked members of their community in private, because these kind of questions don't really need to be asked on the internet, because the real answer truly is not going to favor the black person asking the question. I mean, the answers are going to run contrary to what this black person asking the question actually wants to hear. Last week, it was a black American woman coming on the internet and asking ChatGPT what would happen to America if all black people in America were to leave America and move to Wakanda land. And we were able to cover that story. And honestly, I don't think she was happy with the outcome of that video. Now today, we have another individual, this time a man from the UK, I think England, asking the internet, what would happen to the UK, to England, if all non-English people or non-UK traditional citizens were to leave UK tomorrow? So there is a slight difference in the question he asked from that of the black American woman's question. She was specifically asking what would happen to America if all black people were to leave America and move to Africa, Wakanda land. And according to her, she listed that ChatGPT said that America would crumble because black people are no longer in America. Now, that couldn't be more hilarious and more laughable, considering the fact that black Americans are just 13% of the population, yet commit 70% of the crime and a lot of other factors. Though this doesn't mean that black Americans do not contribute positively to the economy or to the environment of America. But at the end of the day, I think the negative contributions far outweigh the positive contributions. Of course, I'm just being honest. But with this man, I think he has a problem with people who are complaining about the mass immigration into the UK. He seems to be coming from the angle of an individual who supports mass importation of foreigners to the UK. He doesn't really seem to know the difference between mass unchecked immigration with normal legal immigration, and that is why he is asking the question the way he was asking it. Now, I'm going to be very level-headed here. I will only respond with reasonable facts and opinions. I know that other creators might be more interested in throwing jabs at him or making fun of him, and I don't think that is really wrong, but I will approach his question in a very factual manner. No jabs, no insults intended. Let's get into it.
Trigger warning, safe space, genuine question. I would like to know from all of the native Englishmen and English women, what do you think would happen if all of the immigrants left tomorrow? If everybody that wasn't native English left tomorrow, including black people, including Chinese, including every race and color, just left England tomorrow, what would happen to the country? Would it thrive? Would the crime rates disappear? Would sexual assaults completely disappear? What do you think would happen? Like, where would you see the country in 10 years? Like, would it just be a utopia overnight? Like, let's have a discussion. Like, safe space. You can say whatever you want. This is a safe space. You should be happy. You can be racist. Like, let's have a safe conversation. Like, what do you think will happen? Let's all have a conversation. Asians, blacks, whites, anybody. You're all welcome. What do you think would happen tomorrow to England, right, as a country, or in the next 10 years, if everybody that wasn't native Englishman or woman left the country? Let me know in the comments, guys. Let's discuss this one sensibly, all right? And if you do, you know, have an insult or two, be a bit more creative, then go back to your own country, please. Come on. That one's a bit redundant.
Now, the truth is, mass immigration has changed England or the UK in ways that you can ever imagine. And it is mostly negative to the United Kingdom and her people. If you are a patriotic citizen in the UK, let's say you are a traditional owner in the UK, you are starting to feel like a stranger in your own country. Now, there was a time not so long ago when Britain or England or the UK in general stood for something. strong values, strong families, order, respect, a shared history, a shared culture. The corner shop had familiar faces. The school taught British history or English history or whatever, UK history. Sunday was for roast dinners and for church services, at least according to my British friend whom I talk to once in a while. There was no tension or identity politics, but over the last few decades, mass immigration has radically reshaped the social fabric of the United Kingdom, and no one asked the people of United Kingdom if they were okay with it. Politicians from all parties opened the floodgates, okay? And now it is too offensive to even talk about it. For instance, these people are the ruling people, the people ruling the UK. This is the mayor of Rotherham, England. But you can never find this man in any political party or any leadership position whatsoever in places like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and co. Now, England, the entire UK, have always had some immigration. That is not the issue. The issue is scale. Millions have entered the country legally and illegally in just a few decades. UK cities have changed beyond recognition. Walk through parts of London, Birmingham, Bradford, and ask yourself, is this still the UK? I see it every day on video. Housing, scarce and unaffordable. NHS, overloaded and stretched thin. Schools, overcrowded, with school children speaking dozens of languages in a single classroom. Crime is rising. Gang violence imported. Grooming gangs covered up for fear of being called racist. And meanwhile, if you dare to question it, you are the problem. You are called xenophobic. You are called far right. But the reality is that a country that loses its own borders loses control of its future. Now let's go back to the question. What if all non-English people left tomorrow, or all non-UK people left tomorrow? Well, yes, there would be disruption. Let's not pretend that is not going to happen, okay? The NHS, agricultural industry, hospitality industry, they've all been dependent. They've all become dependent on cheap foreign labor. But this is because the government sold out UK workers for cheap economic gain. They did not invest in training. They did not protect wages. They chose globalization over patriotism. But despite this brief disruption, once the dust settles, the UK would have the chance to rebuild from the ground up. Jobs would go to the local people with better pay and proper apprenticeships, okay? Schools could refocus on British values, not diversity quotas. Law enforcement could crack down on criminals without fear of racial politics. Communities could regain trust, safety, and identity. The women can walk their dogs at night again. School children can freely celebrate their culture on Culture Day, proudly wearing their country flag and traditional clothing without being sent away from school and called racist. English people can actually get some peace and quiet without being jarred awake by loud blasting speakers, blasting calls to prayer. Women can actually walk on the street without being harassed and catcalled on. The UK people can actually eat pork in peace, walk their dogs and drink their beers in peace. PDF crimes would plummet. Grape crimes would plummet. The police might actually get back their self-respect. The society can revert back to a high-trust society. Overall, the United Kingdom will become like Finland, a high-trust society that is very peaceful. Please do not threaten the people of the United Kingdom with good times, okay? Do not threaten them with peace of mind and good quality of life. What some people don't understand is that mass immigration didn't just change the economy of the United Kingdom. It also changed who the people are. It's changed who the UK people are. I know the media and progressives call it diversity, but what we've actually seen is the erosion of everything that made England feel English. Everything that made the UK feel the UK. Their flag called racist, their Christian traditions replaced or erased, free speech cancelled, national pride mocked as far right. Boys are told that they are toxic. Girls are told there is no such thing as gender. Meanwhile, imported ideologies, ones that truly hate Western values, are tolerated, even protected under the name of inclusion. This is not progress, my dear. It is called cultural. And please, please, and please, I am not hating on anyone here. I am just answering the question. And I'm sure that many others who want to preserve what makes their country special before it is gone for good thinks the same way too. Mass immigration has brought short-term gain for politicians and corporations, but long-term loss for the people. Okay? The working class was ignored. English culture has been sidelined, and now their own country feels foreign to them. So what if everybody who wasn't English left? Maybe then we would remember what England actually is. We would remember what it means to be actually English. And that is that being English is not perfect. It's not always easy. But at the end of the day, it is English. Guys, I'm so grateful for every single one of you who watches, likes, and supports me in any way possible. You've helped me grow this channel to 100,000 strong subscribers. And I still can't believe it is just me behind the scenes, just only me doing it all, guys. Right now, I'm working hard to make my setup more professional, better sound, better lighting, a comfortable chair, and a cozy space to create for you all. But also, as a solo creator, it is a lot and I could really use your help. So if you would like to support my journey, you can donate through my Buy Me a Coffee page. Even a little money goes a long way toward helping me get a better mic, lighting, and a background that truly reflects the vibe of this channel. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much for being here. Also, thank you for watching this video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe to keep people informed. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next time. For now, peace.